Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hey everyone, Chris Brown here with your ClarkCountyToday.com video update for Thursday, February the 18th. Sad news, but not unexpected. The Portland Police Bureau confirming this morning that a body recovered from a vehicle that went off the I-205 bridge last Sunday is Antonio Amaro-Lopez, a 57-year-old from Portland who was returning home from his family's restaurant, Amaro's Table in Hazeldale. A private search outfit located the vehicle Wednesday using side-firing radar, and a Multnomah County dive team confirmed the vehicle belonged to Amaro-Lopez. His body was recovered, and plans are underway to recover the vehicle. Family members had said they suspected the vehicle belonged to Amaro-Lopez after he had called to say he was on his way home, then never arrived. Witnesses said they saw the vehicle lose control, hitting snow piled along the southbound side of the bridge and going over the side into the river below. A GoFundMe page has been set up for donations to help Amaro-Lopez's family. Well, wicked weather across much of the country could make it more difficult to get a COVID-19 vaccine this week. The State Department of Health estimates up to 90% of this week's allocation will arrive late. That could force providers to reschedule some appointments already. The Clark County Fairgrounds vaccination site has announced it'll be closed Saturday due to a shortage of doses. Now, since they were focused on second doses this week, no appointments have been canceled for this weekend. Providers statewide have requested over 436,000 doses, far more than the 173,000 the state is expecting.
At this point, the infrastructure in this state is built to deliver a lot more vaccines than we are currently delivering. We just need the vaccines. And I think everyone on this call, every panelist that we've ever had, is eager to vaccinate more people, as are pharmacies, community clinics, everybody. So as long as if the supply can get here, we'll use it.
On the positive side, the state expects vaccine shipments will increase to nearly 300,000 by the second week of March, including 146,000 first doses. The state is expected to adjust their allocation methods to focus on counties with larger populations. That could boost the amount Clark County has been receiving, since we are the fifth most populous county in the state.
Clark County Today is brought to you by Target Zero, with the goal of eliminating traffic fatalities in Washington by 2030. Take the pledge today.
Meanwhile, Clark County Public Health added 41 new COVID-19 cases today. No new deaths were reported. Active cases climbed slightly to 258. As for hospitalizations, there are 37 confirmed and 3 suspected cases, making up just under 7% of total bed space. Testing rates, meanwhile, also show a decline in community prevalence of the virus, falling from more than 14% to begin the year to around 8% right now. Well, when was the last time you heard a statistic like this one? In 2020, Battleground Police actually saw calls for service decrease compared to the previous year. That makes Battleground the only city in Clark County with that distinction. And that was one note from a report to City Council this week from Police Chief Mike Ford. Overall, property crimes were down 34% last year, while person crimes, such as assault, fell over 41%. The city did process 42% more concealed handgun licenses, and personal firearms transfers were up over 136%. Ford says one of the reasons for the decrease in property crime may have been extra vigilance on the part of officers who increased patrols during the height of the pandemic when many businesses were closed. City is in the process of hiring 2 additional police officers and will likely bring in a second school resource officer once students are back in class. Additional funding came after the city voted to annex into Fire District 3 for fire and paramedic services, allowing the city to free up more of their property tax levy for street repairs and traffic upgrades, park improvements, and law enforcement. Well, Woodland Public Schools has announced that all students will transition to either hybrid schedules or full in-person learning over the coming weeks. District officials said the transition to in-person learning was made possible thanks to the dedicated efforts of the Woodland and Ariel communities in reducing the spread of COVID-19. Now, since the district straddles Clark and Cowlitz counties, there might be some differences in when students can return. Elementary students will be able to return to full in-person school beginning next Tuesday, while older students in middle and high school would transition to a hybrid schedule. Middle school students will begin the hybrid schedule on Tuesday, while high school students will begin on March 1st. For all the details on the Woodland School District's plan, see our full story at ClarkCountyToday.com. Well, finally, some light and fluffy news. Well, maybe not always light, but definitely fluffy. If you love cats and kittens, but you don't feel ready to own one, maybe fostering is a good option. Furry Friends of Vancouver Cat Rescue wanted us to remind you that kitten season is here. A female cat will usually give birth between March and November, with litters averaging 4 to 6 kittens. Now, while Furry Friends tries to take in as many cats and their kittens as possible, things can get out of control quickly, as you might imagine. And that's where you come in. If you don't want to adopt a cat full-time, you can become a foster parent to the mom cat and her kittens until they're old enough to be adopted out. Applications require references and a home inspection. In exchange, the shelter will provide you with food, litter, and medical supplies for the cats. If you're interested, you can find all the details at clarkcountytoday.com. And that is a check of the stories we're following for you on this Thursday. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram to see when stories are posted, and share your thoughts about what's happening in our community. We never charge a subscription, but if you want to help us out, consider sharing us with your friends and family. It makes a huge difference. From all of us at Clark County Today, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with you again tomorrow.